From family vacations to international business trips, travel is a major driver of Canada's economy. But growing border challenges are affecting how and where people move. U.S. tariffs and cross-border policies are forcing people to rethink their travel plans and prompting event organizers to relocate or cancel conferences. Joining us with more this morning is Destination Toronto President and CEO Andrew Weir. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
You know, we've heard this anecdotally, but I'm curious about your experience. Have you seen a shift in interest from U.S.-based organizations looking to host conferences or events in Canada, specifically in the city of Toronto?
Well, I think we've got an opportunity for this to be a sector that really drives the economy in the months and maybe even years ahead. So there's kind of a force working against us, but one working for us. And against us, we've got more events that are maybe looking to keep their meetings in the U.S., that are thinking now's not the time. Some of those U.S.-based events that maybe aren't quite ready to leave just yet. On the other hand, though, there's a lot of U.S.-based events that have significant international attendees. And so those are seeing a little bit lighter attendance right now. And so they're looking for future years. They're looking at where might they be able to achieve greater attendance? Where are they going? Where could they locate their meeting that's going to see the international attendees, Canadian attendees, more open to attending? And Toronto obviously played, all of Canada, but Toronto in particular has a real opportunity to succeed in that area. So we see some long-term opportunity for sure.
With tourists and professionals facing issues at the U.S. border, those have obviously influenced decisions to travel to Toronto, like you were just mentioning, even from some international conferences. Did you see a major shift in who is coming to the city of Toronto, who's booking here?
I think it's a little early to discern any real long-term trends. You know, a lot of people are kind of hesitating for a little bit. It's just been just a flurry of uncertainty for the last few months. But there are these anecdotes, right? We're seeing stories about people having difficulties at the borders, and that just creates more uncertainty. And so we of course live in the world of cross-border travel. We need to see more fluid travel across borders. But when people are uncomfortable traveling to the U.S., then that does create an opportunity for Canada. So for those international, those European, those Mexican travelers, Asian travelers that are looking for somewhere to go, whether it's for business or meetings or leisure travel, Canada really does have an opportunity ahead of it. And I think we've got to really lean into the opportunity that we have in the years ahead.
And so speaking of leaning in, how are you changing your marketing plans for Destination Toronto? I imagine that other cities right across the country are doing the same.
Well, in some respects, we're changing, and in some respects, we're not, and I'll explain both. So what we are changing is continuing to move more into the international markets. We're doing much more work in the UK and Germany and Mexico right now because we have this opportunity. But there's one thing we're not changing, and that is our message. And as we see more and more destinations in the US in particular kind of moving away from that message of diversity, we are decidedly not. It's who we are. It's our DNA as a destination. So we will continue to really lean into what makes the Toronto experience so compelling as an urban destination in North America. And that is the incredible diversity that's here. So if others want to vacate that space, let them. We will gladly and proudly continue to promote the diversity of our destination.
I'm just curious what you're hearing, Andrew. Are American travelers still feeling welcome when they arrive in cities like Toronto?
You know, it's interesting. They certainly feel welcome when they're here, but there is that, we hear, again, it's anecdotal, but we hear a lot about people that are wondering, will I feel welcome when I travel? So it's before they travel, they're not sure what they're going to feel like. So we've just got to continue to be the welcoming destination we are. We know, what Canadians are famous for, and we've got to continue to lean into that and be that welcoming destination. And I think that'll continue to give Americans confidence to travel here.
Listen, in any transition, there's room for opportunity, and it sounds like you're looking for it today. Thanks for joining us this morning, Andrew.
Thanks for having me.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.